What's up, YouTube, and welcome back. Game 5 is here a few hours away. But before we get into Game 5, I want y'all to do me one small favor. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, hit that notification bell. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I predicted the Game 5 victory, and I'm hoping my prediction come true tomorrow night in Cleveland. All right. But here are my keys to victory. And I'm gonna give you 3 keys to victory. What the New York Knicks need to do to walk away with the win and head to the second round playoff matchup against, dare I say it, the Miami Heat. Yo, things is heating up in the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know. All you experts who got this team going here and there, I know y'all shocked. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I I actually took a bet on um the Boston and Atlantic Hawks South series, and I actually going with the Hawks. I know, but the Hawks just won tonight, so that's a 3-2 series. They heading back to Atlanta. Anything is possible. I know when the team go up 3-1, there's that 95% chance that they going to take the series, but I don't know. And I know I shouldn't be rooting for Atlanta, but I am. Just because I want a easy path to the NBA championship for my New York Knicks team. All right, let's get to my 3 keys. Matter of fact, let's get to my number 1 key to how the New York Knicks should take this game, and I'm hoping they take this game. Um, Barrett, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know Barrett isn't the best finisher. Last year, he shot 51% in the paint. He ranked 179 among 204 players with at least 200 attempts. But to be honest, that was still better than his effective field goal percentage shot from outside the paint, where he ranked 198th among 212 players with at least 200 attempts. I'm not gonna lie, I like what Barrett did in from game 4. Game 3 also, he started off the series in a slump. Let's be real. He started the series in a slump. Um, and to be honest with you, either both teams are not really playing well. But Barrett in that last game, he shot 9 for 12 from the paint. He went 8 for 13 from the free throw line. And we're going to need that in game 5. But what I really want to see him do, I want to see him keep attacking the basketball, because when he attacked the basketball, it opened up so many things for other players like Mitchell, Hartenstein, and our best 3-point shooter in this series right now, which is Obi Toppin. That's why I'm glad to see both of them on the floor at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Obi Toppin is playing some good minutes. I know a lot of y'all is not, you know, a lot. I don't know. Throughout the year, all I kept hearing was the New York Knicks need somebody else other than Obi Toppin, somebody else other than Obi Toppin. And Obi Toppin, with Julius Randle still suffering from that ankle injury, I think Obi Toppin is filling in quite well. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get to our number 2 key, what the New York Knicks will need to bring this victory home, and that is defense. The Knicks gonna have to keep that defense up to where they had it in Game 4. They and what I mean by that is because let's face it, our offense sucked. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Bronson, he gave us 29 points. We got 26 points from Barrett. But other than that, we wasn't getting points other from that many places. You know, a quick basket from Obi Toppin, quickly offers, whatever. And this is what I'm really like. And honestly, I can't wait for the second round or as we go deep into the playoffs, because the way quickly play, he get hotter. And right now he's in a slump. It's going to be like when he start the season off. He start the season off slow, and then he get hot. And if quickly get hot, man, listen. If quickly can get hot and light it up, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be magic in the garden. It's gonna be magic in the garden. Now let's just talk about that defense. Like I said, the defensive game plan for both teams has generally been the same. Um, Cleveland, they started, both defense started, locking down their lead guards, keeping them out the paint, but at the expense of leaving shooters open, which really played in the favor of the New York Knicks. Because, like I said, even though Julius Randle and the New York Knicks have been shooting like trash from 27%, our shooters have been way better than Cleveland. We've been knocking more shots down. So it's really, we got to keep that defensive level up. Just keep the intensity up. Get off the screens, get back to our man, and just play hard defense like we did in Game 4. And I'm not going to say that Cleveland going to continue to struggle because let's be honest, Cleveland continued to struggle. Was struggling in game 3 and game 4. But I have my theory, and I'm gonna hit you with my theory in a minute. Like I said, the defensive game plan for both teams have generally been the same since the Cavs started blitzing Bronson in game 2. Both defenses have prioritized stopping the opposing lead guard at the expense of leaving shooters open. But the Knicks had more success with that strategy, mostly because they have a better offensive they have a better offense when it comes to shooting. Let's just be honest right there. New York is willing to leave Okoro and Mobley open because Okoro is 2 for 10 for right now from downtown. Mobley is basically 1 for 5, and he looked really shaky. And coming into this series, all I kept hearing about was his defense, and I knew his defense is there, but I kept hearing about how much of a sleeper and how much he's going to give the New York Knicks a problem. And Okoro, he had up his 3-point shooting throughout the season, but it's rolling over to the playoffs. But like I said in my last videos, I'm gonna break it down at the end of this video, so I'm not even gonna say it right now, but I'm just gonna get into that. So my third key to victory is glass work. And as we know, the New York Knicks been killing these guys on the board. So if we can keep Isaiah Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin, he's not a really rebounding guy, but he's gonna have to contribute more. Josh Hart, we already know what Josh Hart do on the rebounding, and we just gotta stay hitting the boards and keep getting them boards. And if we can keep doing that, Game 5 is over. Game 5 is over. And then not only that, I don't see too many other teams beating us. If Miami beat Milwaukee and the Hawks somehow come back and beat um the Celtics, which they would meet up against Philly, and I don't think the Hawks can beat Philly. So I don't know. But I think we have a good chance against Philly, especially depending on Joel Embiid's health. That's going to be an interesting matchup. But first, we have to get past Miami. And I'm going to say, yeah, we're going to have to get past Miami because I see the New York Knicks meeting Miami Heat in the second round. So that's just, let's be honest, it's the way it's going. All right, so what I want to get into right now, what we're going to get into right now is Julius Randle. I know a lot of people, you know, right now everybody is talking about Julius Randle and how, you know, he's not himself right now. And uh, I touched on quickly a bit and everything, but as I said in my last video, I still think Julius Randle is suffering from that ankle injury. 'Cause like I said, I injured my ankle injury. Excuse me, I injured my ankle just before he did, and I'm still feeling the effects of it. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, but I know one thing is what Tibbs did by keeping him out the game and leaving Obi Toppin in there. That was a good adjustment. What I didn't like was the way Randall was after the game. He didn't really celebrate with his team. He just walked off and everything. But my first 3 keys of this victory is keep RJ Barrett attacking the rim. The defense got to trust their stuff. They got to keep trusting in their defense and the rebounds. We do them 3 things, and this will be a cakewalk. I'm being serious. And I would love for the New York Knicks to blow the Cleveland Cavaliers out in Cleveland. 15, 16, 20-point lead. And I said I was going to talk on Cleveland before I end this video. I think Cleveland is overrated. Cleveland, a lot of people had this team ranked real high. You know what I'm saying? They were the 4th seed. They were second in point differential per 100 possessions with a plus 5.6 in the regular season, and were one of 3 teams that ranked in the top 10 on both ends of the floor. But like I said in all my other videos, a lot of that came teams. Cleveland had the league's second best record, 32-10, and its best point differential at a plus 9.0 per game against 14 teams that finished at or below 500, and against the other 15 teams that had winning records, they was 19 and 21. Only three teams in the Clippers and Nets had a bigger differential between their records versus the bottom 14 and their record versus the top 16. Whereas the New York Knicks was 21 and 10 in games, played between 16 teams that finished above 500, and they're now 3 and 10, 3 and 1 in this series. And the reason I wanted to bring all that up because that goes to show you that Cleveland was an overrated team, and a lot of people came into this series to have them beating the New York Knicks. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. They wasn't checking out the stats. They just was looking at the flash. And let's be honest. Honest. It was all due with Donovan Mitchell. Everybody considered Donovan Mitchell to be this special player. And I'm saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not a special player because he is a special player. But how good is it if he can't get his team out of second rounds? If he can't get the job done, because it's looking like the same thing in Utah here in Cleveland. That's all I got to say. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless and peace.